Smashed through extra cover for 4. Great shot from Johnson.
He really climbed into that one, was given a little width, hit it straight over the man at short extra cover, and with tremendous power. Super shot, Neil Johnson.
Inside edge, he does that often, that'll be 4 more. Struck away. As soon as you give Johnson width, he hurts you.
He doesn't weigh too much, Robin. It's up there, it's there to be hit. And Johnson does exactly that. Well placed, no chance for the man at cover. 4 runs.
That's backward a square, certainly 2. We can guarantee that, but will the ball stop? No, it won't this time. 4. Desperate dive from Solanke at the end.
And we were all fooled by this, expecting the ball to slow down very quickly as it approached the boundary, but didn't.
Oh, he swung that away. Neil Johnson down to the deep square boundary. That will go over the rope. Terrific shot. 54 for no wicket.
It's a very good shot because he's taken it from roundabout off stump and hit it to the boundary where there is no fielder.
Well, that's in the air. Now, is there someone underneath it? Yes. Oh, and Hick holds onto it at the second attempt. Very, very difficult catch into the sun. Went very high. But Graham Hick ends the innings of Grant Flower. And Zimbabwe lose their first wicket at 56. Could be close at the keeper's end, and that should be out. He's out. He hasn't even bothered to confirm. And Alistair Campbell is gone, and David Richardson was making the point. The run-outs are costly. Zimbabwe have done it again.
I just don't believe it. Surely it can't be a case of revenge. And this is excellent fielding from Elaine. Sizing up the situation, number 1, that Campbell had to go back into his crease first and choosing the right end from the start. And of course the direct hit, just giving the extra half a yard or so. Over the top he goes, and he doesn't have to move from the crease. That's 4 runs. Oh no, no, it's more. Add 2 to that.
Cracking stroke. Look at the firm base. Bang, lovely balance. That really is good batting. Geez, good player, this fellow.
And that'll be good enough to take Johnson to his 50.
That's a super knock.
That's up in the air and will be out. Unnecessary shot, really. Murray Goodwin's played the ball down to long on so well off Hick. Suddenly looks to improvise, premeditated, and it was his downfall.
It looked like a pretty simple decision for Ian Hull, the umpire, off the top edge, onto the arm perhaps, shoulder, and then popping up for the keeper. As keeper, you always like to take a catch of the spinner, and thank goodness the scorebook doesn't show exactly how easy it was.
So Goodwin then out for 21 off 46 deliveries, caught Reed bowled. Hick and Zimbabwe lose their 3rd wicket on Nelson, 1-1-1. Good shot. Excellent shot from Flower.
So he's got the room to play the shot. Always a little bit of risk when the bowler is pitching it round about those rough patches there. But fortune favours the brave, and that is a great shot.
And the first boundary fall for 17 overs. Well, what's going on? It's all sorts of stuff here. Andy Flower's come out here and he's playing shots of all different natures. 4 more.
Well, it's a slow outfield, but he's hit this reverse sweep pretty powerfully. He's certainly timed it well. That's the first shot, the extra cover drive over the top, and then the reverse sweep, not an easy shot to master.
And Johnson is one of them, and he goes over the top. 1 bounce, 4 runs. Very good shot. Powerful man, and he picks it up so cleanly.
How often have we seen Neil Johnson do that? He's been again given that width in the arc, just short of a length, and he's prepared to go over the top. Very good shot. 1 bounce and over the ropes.
He does it so effortlessly. Straight up. This might be out. Solanke is getting underneath it. He's got it. There were moments of hesitation there. He came forward, then stopped, came forward again, stopped. But eventually he held his cool, kept his eye on the ball, took the catch, and Andy Flower is the man out.
So we've seen 2 excellent catches today. The first one, Graham Hick, and this one, Vikram Solanke calls, gets under it nicely, and very safe pair of hands. So Zimbabwe lose their 4th wicket now, 151 as the skipper leaves the field for 20.
Hussain.
He has been absolutely superb in every aspect of his game on this tour. What a great example, just leaping away to his left. Whoopsie, catch the bat or the ball. The ball will do, and out goes Stuart Carlisle in somewhat bizarre circumstances. And Darren Gough has picked up another wicket in this series. 163 for 5. Carlisle goes for 2.
Slower ball. Carlisle into the shot early. Bat flies out of the hands. Sweaty palms. And a simple catch for Elaine. And it's a pretty big wicket, that, when one thinks about it, because
This is a good blow. Very good hit indeed by Guy Whittle. Guy Whittle has been in pretty good form for Zimbabwe through troubled times for them in the last few months, and he's the one guy that has stood out and batted very well.
And for the first time in this spell, White just getting the length wrong.
This is swung away, up, and caught. Johnson does not make his 100. He's caught on the boundary by Hick. A good catch at backward square leg there by Hick. His 2nd good catch of the match, and disappointment for Neil Johnson as he goes just short of his 100.
Neil Johnson trying to hit the boundary over the longest part of Newlands, very long boundary, and Hick takes a brilliantly judged catch above his head. Hit that very well, in fact. It's a long way out there, and Johnson's gone for 97. Very nice innings. He'll be disappointed he didn't get his 5th century, and Zimbabwe 181 for 6.
It's well struck by Heathstreak. First ball he receives, he puts it away very nicely indeed. There's a sweeper out there, but he'd come a little bit straighter for Streak, and he opened the face nicely as he made contact there, and he got it away just backward a square for 4.
Beautiful shot, gets his weight into the ball, into the shot, and hits it with great power. On this slow outfield to beat the sweeper, that's no mean feat.
And this has been picked up well. Can Hick pull off another splendid catch? No, not this time. It's 4 runs.
Well, Hick probably looking into the sun for most of the time. He was in from the boundary, so this was very well hit. At all times it looked as if it was going to go over Hick's head. He just couldn't get back far enough, still landing a metre or so inside the fence.
That's a mighty hit. That's just what was needed. I think that might be maximum.
It's a good shot from his streak. You see him going back at least a foot or so inside the crease and back towards off stump.
Ooh, 4. Oh, well, he had to try something. Can't really blame Streak in any way into giving himself room there, trying to hit inside out, and he missed it, but White didn't.
It's good bowling from White. If you miss, I hit. But Streak giving himself just a fraction too much room, and in the end battling to reach it. But he hit the ball well in his innings. It's a short innings, but a very important one. 18 of just 13 balls.
211 for 7 in the end then, Zimbabwe. They got off to a flying start with Grant Flower and Neil Johnson playing well. Johnson went on to get an excellent 97. He hammered his bat into the ground.
Olonga's insistent that it might have been LBW. Umpire Mitchley walks away early, so just 1 run from it. And it wasn't from the bat either, it was a wide. Field for LBW, this is close, in fact it's out. And that's a tremendous breakthrough for Henry Olonga. The in-form Nick Knight goes. LBW to Henry Olonga, and Knight out for 5.
No question about this one. He gets right across, right in front of the stumps. The ball holds its line, hitting middle end leg. No question, that was out.
Absolutely, that's as plumb as they come. That's a tremendous delivery by Olonga, because he got it to, he'd just gone across him, remember, and beaten him, and now he got one to straighten up on him and found him in front and toppling over. Great bit of bowling by Olonga. Knight out for 5 and England 11 for 1. He's caught, I think. Yes, he is indeed. We could clearly hear the nick on the way through to Andy Flower, and Graham Hick has gone second ball for a duck.
Tremendous breakthrough here for Zimbabwe. Definitely a nick. Graham Hick was very disappointed as he went off, and no question that he was out. Easy catch for Andy Flower at the back. But what a tremendous blow for Zimbabwe.
Past the second slip, and Whittle does. Oh, has he lost it? No, he hasn't. Pounced on it again.
Tremendous effort from Guy Whittle on the boundary.
Crowd enjoying that on the big electronic screen.
Well, he saw that one well enough. Did Vikram Solanki, too short from his streak, and thrashed through mid-wicket.
Length so important on this wicket. Easy paced. If you get too short, you're going to be punished.
Sure. Well, that is the shot of the day, I reckon, so far.
That is a great shot. It's so wide.
Oh, he's out. Caught it backward point. Well, he flashed, and Goodwin's taken the catch.
He hit it hard enough. Excellent catch from Murray Goodwin. Always more difficult when you've got to take the ball above shoulder height with the fingers pointing upwards. And he's done well to make sure that it didn't sneak through. Solanki chasing a wide one. Brilliant catch. In fact, higher than I even first thought. Murray Goodwin, a great effort. Solanki chasing a wide one. The extra swing from Olanga causing the batsman to hit it in the air. And England tottering at 37 for 3.
That's away for 4. Can't afford to drop short.
Well, one of his best shots, Hussain, really does play the hook very well. And that wasn't that short, I don't think. He just helps it on its way.
Oh, he's bowled him! Absolutely amazing. Hussain can't believe it. Olanga couldn't believe it for a while. But the England captain has been bowled. And Henry Olanga has ripped the heart out of this top order in sensational fashion.
Well, good Olanga, believe his luck. There was the noise of the ball hitting the stump. Probably didn't see the bail fall. A lovely in-swinging Yorker. And he swung the ball both ways, which has made it so difficult for the batsman. Hussain, well, one of England's best batsmen.
Edged and caught. Second slip. And Henry Olanga has got 5, would you believe it?
Well, he's bowled well enough to get 5. That's a cracker. Pitches on, makes Adams play, bounces a bit more than some of the others, and moves. Top draw, and a big problem for Adams, as he just probably pushed it away from his body a little bit. He's been caught a few times in the slip region during this trip. Neil Johnson enjoys it nearly as much as Henry Olanga. Magic stuff from the Zimbabweans.
Caught. Another one goes. Wicketkeeper Andy Flower does the job this time, and this time it's John Rennie who breaks the sequence and gets in on the act, and Mark Lane is out, and England are 6 down for 47.
There's a bit of juice and a bit of spite as well here. Juice from the pitch, spite from the bowler. There's extra bounce from Rennie and does Mark Lane, but it's another pretty indifferent stroke. Just a little push outside the off stump, and really at this stage you just got to consolidate and try to get in and rebuild and start the whole thing again. Flower moves beautifully to his right side to take the catch. Lane has gone for 4, England 47 for 6.
It's got past square leg and should, no, it'll slow up. I was about to say should run for 4, but once again that slow outfield. Oh, this is close. It's not close, it's out, says umpire Mitchley. Well, Elam turned comfortably for the 3rd, but a bullet throw from the boundary, right over the top of the stumps.
And there was no question to even call for the 3rd umpire. He was well out.
Out, score mid-wicket. The collapse continues. Craig White, the man to go. And that surely is that.
Craig White trying to go over the infield. Didn't make good contact at all. Hit across the ball in the end. And a nice outstretched Alistair Campbell makes sure of the catch.
That's a good stroke. Very well timed.
Chris Reed has played quite nicely in both innings he's had at Newlands the other night. He almost pulled the game out of the 5 for England.
Beautifully hit. He can play because he's a good timer of the ball. A lot of natural cricket in him.
This one's high up in the air. Here's a man underneath it, and he's gone. Stuart Carlisle, the catcher. Darren Gough just not quite getting enough on it, a bit of a top edge. And he's gone for 3. Well played, 3.
If there be such a thing, I suppose. I suppose there does.
Nice high catch, comfortably taken in the end. Hands in a very good position, just in front of the eyes.
Stuart Carlisle bowled Andy Whittle.
Well, that's beautifully bowled. Nice and full pitching turning. Very difficult for the keeper. The ball disappears between the bat and the pad. And that's turned and bounced over leg stump.
It's a good shot. It's an excellent shot from Chris Reed.
Well, he just gets up to his full height when he drives. Unusual. Doesn't get the front foot that far down the wicket. It's a small pace, and then he stands up high and hits it on the up. And uses his wrist to really accelerate the ball.
That shot brought up England's 100. Up in the air, and it's all over. Olanga takes 6. Zimbabwe have crushed England. All out 107, and a very, very early finish to this game. National hero, Henry Olonga.
He can keep that stump, but it'll do him proud. He's now registered the best figures, the best bowling figures, that is, for Zimbabwe ever. Safe hands, Guy Whittle. Olonga celebrates, and Zimbabwe continue their tremendous form against England, registering their 6th victory in just 8 outings against England.